Peace to everybody. Back with another video. This is about R. Kelly's daughter has taken some drastic measures to distance herself from him. And of course, R. Kelly's daughter, she don't want nothing to do with her father at all because of all the charges that are against R. Kelly right now. Allegedly 18 counts of sexual abuse and everything else you could think of. And of course, here in the picture is R. Kelly himself. Buku Abi, the daughter of R. Kelly, has been suffering from her association to her father ever since she was born. It was that long ago that the first accusations were brought up against him. So, Buku Abi, she is the daughter of R. Kelly. She has been suffering from her association to her father ever since she was born. And of course, it wasn't that long ago that the first accusations was brought up against him. So she is distancing herself even further away from him. Abby, who was born Joanne Kelly, has even changed her legal name at one point in order to avoid the immediate association. So she was born as Joanne Kelly. She changed her name to avoid the immediate association because she don't want nothing to do with her father, and this is her decision. However, that has done very little to help her evade the pressure put on her by the public, colleagues, and classmates, as she has explained that it is quite difficult for her to find any work with other people because they all immediately judge her for her father's actions. So she's having a hard time finding work. She's getting a lot of pressure on her by the public, colleagues, and classmates. And of course, she's finding it quite difficult to find work as well with other people because of the immediately judge her, because they all will judge her for her father's actions. She also wanted to make it clear that the situation looked quite different on the inside than it did from an outsider's perspective, and explained that life has been tough for her in general as a result of what her father had allegedly done with young women. So she made it clear that the situation looked quite different on the inside than it did from an outsider's perspective, and of course explained that life has been tough for her in general. So she's living a tough life, and she is always getting bombarded by people that she don't want to be around. Her problems have been following her since elementary school, as she claims to have started receiving comments about her situation as early as the 5th and 6th grade. So her problems have really been following her since elementary school. She claims to have started receiving comments about her situation as early as the 5th and 6th grade. So, people can be cruel and everything else, but in this case, you do not put a child in the middle of anything, even though they're older, but still. The 21-year-old told the AP, "I think you get to see a different side of it than somebody who sees it from the outside and gets to see the glitz and glam. I got to see the hell part of it. At home, it's normal. You're living a life with your parents. Your dad and mom aren't going to go into all the bad things that might be going on outside of the home." So Abby, she's 21 years old. She told the AP, "I think you get to see a different side of it than somebody who sees it from the outside and gets to see the glitz and glam." She also says, "At home it's normal. You're living a life with your parents. Your dad and mom aren't going to go into all the bad things, so the parents can't say nothing about the bad things." But Drea Kelly, she told her story of what happened when she used to be married to R. Kelly. She added, "Kids in school don't necessarily care. 5th and 6th grade is when I started learning the sore part of it, the not so good part. I think that was the hardest part for me because for so long I went with the image of who my dad and what my family are." So she, ever since the 5th and 6th grade, she started learning the sore part of it. So she started learning everything during that time of what happened. She got to see the hell part of it. However, at the moment, her troubles continue as many have shunned her right out the door just because of her relationship with the legendary R&B singer. So her troubles continued, as many have shunned her right out the door. I guess nobody wanted her around or something like that. I don't know. Just because of her relationship with the legendary R&B singer, but she doesn't want nothing to do with R. Kelly at all, and this is her decision, nobody else's. Some fans say hopefully she will manage to shed that association in the future, although judging by the recent developments around R. Kelly, who is facing 18 counts in federal indictments on various sex crimes, that is probably not very likely. No, because R. Kelly's daughter, she don't want a relationship with him no more. She's had enough. And of course everybody is harassing her, bullying her, say, "Oh, well, your father's this and that." And she doesn't want to hear it. This is why she don't want to have a relationship with her father, because of everything that is going on with these 18 counts of sex crimes and multiple counts on other crimes as well, the same thing. And Buku Avi is the only one that don't want to hear this. She just wants to live a normal life, but she can't do that when everybody is getting after her. So, and of course, not very likely she will not have a relationship with her father at all whatsoever. Leave your comments below. I am out.